What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Stellar Blade. Oh boy, this has been a week. It's been a fun one. Sorry, maybe I should drop the sarcasm. No, this has been a really shitty week on my part. I have been extremely stressed. Had a small, I'm not going to say a mental breakdown. But if you're wondering where the hell I've been the last few days, that's why. Because it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to get back after all my technical problems and getting sick and everything earlier in January. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get back into it. I get a couple days in, and then I get busy IRL, and then that screws with my timing and everything, and then I get depressed, and then I get stressed out because, ooh, I'm letting the channel down, and then this, and then that. And essentially, I'm just, putting all this pressure on myself, and I feel like dog shit. I'm trying to do a good job leading my cybersecurity club at my campus because I really like my professor. He's putting a lot of faith in me, a lot of trust. And it's, I want to make sure that I do a good job, and I, have kind of imposter syndrome because I feel like I'm just getting all, that I have the position, not because I'm necessarily that smart or good at anything. It's mostly just because I show up for stuff and say, yeah, sure, I'll do X, Y, Z and everything. So, I'm essentially just trying not to have a nervous breakdown right now. And then it's just, we've got the new Yakuza game next week, so I really want to try and knock out Infinite Wealth as fast as possible. And then we have Monster Hunter Wilds. Granted, I'm excited for both those games, but again, it's just, it's more stuff to, it's just more projects that I want to start before finishing old stuff. It's, that bad habit of mine. And extra fun, today I was supposed to go to a meeting for the Secret Service. There's a task force thing that meets in Chicago, and I get access to it because we have connections in our department. We, our group was gonna go, and then I bailed kind of last minute because we got really nasty snow up here near Chicago, and just, I don't know, I wasn't feeling comfortable with it, and sloshing around in the snow in the city and everything, just, it was not going to be yeah. But, now I also have to get ready for a government meeting next Friday, also the day that the new Yakuza game comes out. We have a government meeting that my club's, going to, so I'm trying to set up the carpool list and all that, just generally run the club. We had an event Wednesday for a company around us is hiring like 40 new employees with server maintenance. So, it's a whole thing. So I'm trying to keep everything straight, keep everything running with this with this club that I've been entrusted, and still keep everything on the channel going, still keep up with schoolwork and everything. So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a touch I'm a touch stressed right now. And through all of this, I just want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Which, by the way, if you haven't played that game, holy shit, it is really fucking good. And this is coming from a guy who was not a big fan of the first one. And I respected what they were doing, but the game was too clunky in my opinion, especially its combat system. I think they simplified it in all the right ways, so it's still really complex, and it's a really good combat system. But it is so much easier to control. Like I said, I think everything they did to fix the game, because so many people have been like, oh, it's just, they're just improving on things from the first game, and everyone's like, yeah, that's awesome. Alchemy's still really cool. They added blacksmithing. It just, the game is absolutely amazing. Great story. It's still got some rough edges, but for the most part, for a team of, I think, like 250 people, the game is outstanding. You know, I keep seeing, you know, people's like, oh, like Rockstar's thinking about charging $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6 and everything. And I'm like, look, if the industry wants to move to $100 per game, they better make it worth it. Which right now, AAA is not earning my what's the word I'm looking for? It's not AAA games really aren't really earning themselves to be worth $100 right now. You know, when I initially heard, oh, GTA 6 is going to be that much, I was, you know, my initial thought was, okay, I'd pay $100 for a new Grand Theft Auto game. But now I'm sitting here thinking, geez, do I even trust them anymore? But I will say, Kingdom Come, I would pay $100 for. Holy shit, that game is good. So yes, I heavily suggest it to anybody. To anybody who's on the fence about it. It is a very good game. I am having so much fun with it. I kind of like this costume for Eve with her with this bomber jacket. Dude, this is also something I wish that we had more of in this game. It screams Ratchet and Clank to me, but you know, just surfing on her sword. Like I just wish there was more of it, just because it looks really fun. There's something about it that I really like. So. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I'm sorry about kind of just unloading all that shit on you guys a second ago, because you know I don't want to be here going, you know, because I want to entertain you guys, you know. It's a weird dichotomy, because like on the one hand I use this to kind of vent when I'm frustrated and something, you know, and all that, and talk to you guys and all that. But on the other hand, I really want to entertain you guys and want you guys to have fun. So, you know, it's all that. So that's why, you know, I take a couple days off sometimes when I'm super stressed and everything. And it's... But then even then, I still have to fear, oh, but I'm not uploading and I'm being an asshole. Yeah. When I know somebody's going to say, dude, you're thinking too hard about this. Yes, I am. I very much... I very much overthink things. That is a definitely a character flaw on my part. But all right, that's enough of all that sad stuff. Let's get to the fun. Well, sort of. Really, this video is a lot more of a... I don't know. We really haven't... If I had one big complaint about this game, I think the story beats are a little too far and few between. The gameplay for this is really solid, which is rare for me to say, because I usually don't like games like this. I haven't liked this sort of model of game that has really tried to build itself off of... sort of the Souls formula, and I'm always tired of people going, oh, well, just because it has a dodge parry, whatever, doesn't make it Souls. Okay, but when you have the whole, I'm running from campfire to campfire, or in this one, rest spot to rest spot, or you know, pick some, you know, so many games utilize this same mechanic essentially. You're essentially running from rest spot to rest spot. You rest, the enemies come back. Yeah, that is what Dark Souls essentially pioneered. I'm not sure if they were the first ones to do it. I would highly doubt it, but I think they were the ones who kind of perfected it, and that's kind of what their games are known for right now. But You know, that's why I always say, you know, it's very Souls, reminiscent of Souls, or it's Souls-like, shall we say. But like I said, I know there are always going to be people who say, stop calling everything Souls-like, that, you know, bite me. Just because it's an action game doesn't mean it's a Souls-like, but this game is very much reminiscent of what Dark Souls does, so... I stand by that statement. Holy shit. I was going to talk about one thing, and then I started talking about another thing. But no, very much, I enjoy the action in this game. I think it's fair. I think it's very easy to pick up and understand. It's a lot faster than Souls games. Honestly, I would say, if anything, this game it kind of feels like if Bayonetta and Dark Souls really had a good match. Because I think there have been a few games that have tried to kind of fuse those two, but I think this game really kind of accomplishes that. It kind of gives me the speed and combos of Bayonetta, but with that sort of Dark Souls kind of structure. Essentially what I'm saying is, I think the narrative could have been spaced out a lot better, because we go through periods of time where it just drops a whole bunch of exposition on us, but then takes so long to drop more, that I forget what the hell is going on. Like right now, I at times while doing this, was forgetting that we were just trying to get to this little, area that, for, I forget her name. For our little companion mechanic girl. You know, we're trying to get to her little hideout here, which I don't think even really gives us that much expository information. It really doesn't do much for the plot of the game. It just kind of feels like this section kind of feels like it's just padding out the run, you know, and then after we get this little cutscene, then we move on to the next section of the game, which even then, still I don't feel like we're really getting that much narrative advancement. It's kind of like, okay, we got to the space elevator. Now just start chunking your way through enemies. It's like, okay, but you could give me something. Come on, give me something to sink my teeth into, to kind of drive me through.
Just how long it takes to get here.
Lily, why did you choose to live hidden in a place like this?
This area used to be almost free of natives. See, back then, they didn't like water. But I think they've evolved now.
At this point, it wouldn't be strange for natives to live underwater.
Let's get back on the road.
I'm also slightly torn on the skill system in this game. It's a pretty generic skill tree. It's just at some point it just kind of feels like, okay, I'm unlocking stuff just to unlock it. Like I'm not really unlocking things because, ooh, this will be a really good upgrade. It's just kind of a, I guess it's useful. I about fell out of my chair there for a second. The angle at which this building is tilted, and then this mortar thing that we're attacking, there was some sort of optical illusion or something that just hit me for a second, where I just got total vertigo and just lost my sense of balance and just almost fell down. Oh my god.
Over here! Take a ride on the roller coaster and you'll discover my magnificent atelier waiting for you.
Heading over to the
Okay, Japan. Did you see how she pronounced that word? It is atelier. Atelier. A-T-E-L-I-E-R. There might be a double T or L in there. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, that is how that's pronounced. So the game, like the franchise, the Atelier games are Atelier, not Atelier. For the love of God, Koei Tecmo, back when you did English translations of your games, that drove me up a GD wall. Back in, crap. The Alchemist of Arland, which was that Raruna? I want to say it was Raruna. It was something like that. I only played that one. I didn't play the whole Arland line. But yeah, they said Atelier, and they said, if I remember correctly, they said Atelier all the way through the Atelier Sophie line as well. Which, if I might say, my favorite Atelier kind of series. I even liked Atelier Sophie too, even though I wish they translated it in English. Well, I guess I'm saying Koei Tecmo. I think it's Gust is who does those games. They've just not been doing English dubs, which makes me really sad because they also did the One Piece Odyssey that I still think had a lot more potential than I think what they delivered on. But the game's still fun at least. I would have loved if they would have gotten the English cast from the anime to come in and do an English track on that game. But yeah, Atelier Sophie, Atelier. Oh my God, what was the second one? It was Sophie. Oh my God, I can't remember the second one in that. It was Sophie, Fierce, and then Lead and Sue, the one with the twins. I really love that line. Those three games were, in my opinion, my favorite grouping of Atelier games. The Sophie sequel, like the direct Sophie sequel, was pretty good, where she kind of met her grandmother and went sort of like in the past, kind of. That was interesting. And I'll say I like the Atelier Ryza. Ryza is also good, but I think Sophie, Fierce, and Lead and Sue, I think those were the, like, in my opinion, the peak three. Really interested in the new one, because I think there's going to be another new one coming out. Ooh, I want to say in March.
Wow. What a place.
Oh my goodness. It's full of plants and little birds.
Welcome to Lily's Atelier. This is my favorite green garden. Have a look around. I'll just head over to the secret workroom in the meantime.
I've never been to such a beautiful place.
I will say, while this section I don't think has anything that's super narratively interesting, I will say this.
See how much
This is cool visually.
Yeah, I know. It's like a special haven for her. Shame this hasn't been shown to others.
Oh, and I'll throw this out there. This little question. Anybody who saw it yesterday, there was a state of play that I know went down. If anybody has anything that was super interesting, I've seen mixed results, because I've seen some people who have gone, ooh, we gotta, I think, a look at the Snake Eater remake that people were excited for. But I've also seen some people kind of memeing some stuff, saying that it was crap, but I can't tell what's just people shitting on PlayStation because they think it's fun or what. Just, I'm curious if anybody out there saw anything interesting, anything worth noting, or was it a pretty much a meh state of play, which, frankly, I really like what they were doing with State of Play, but I think that they've just not really been delivering on the last couple, so I could not get excited for it.
Yes, except one thing.
What is it?
Actually, I wasn't alone here. I had a colleague who also survived. Iberus. Colony's greatest hacker. And the comrade I cared most about. She fell asleep a year ago due to body cell damage.
Lily.
Sorry for leaving you all alone, Iberus. I'll come and visit you often. This contains a deep algorithm hacking system, along with Iberus's memories. This is what she left for the world. Her legacy. Thank you for waiting. Let's go now. Iberus. Goodbye.
Again, I see what they were shooting for with this scene, but it just feels so sterile. It feels so you're trying to get me to feel something. But I'm like, Lily's fun, but I don't give a shit about her. Like, I don't really care about any of these characters too much. I mean, they're fine.
Nobody roams these lands.
This is why I've said this game is an 8. It has good visuals, good combat, a fine story. It's
Shall we get
meh.
going?
It's, you know, I wouldn't say it's bad. I think it's poorly paced, but you know, it's by nowhere near the worst. But it's just moments like these where I just sit here and go, I want to care. You're just not doing it for me. I kind of got the same feeling in Nier Automata, which I think there's a good connection between these two games. And I know so many people are going to tell me, oh, Nier Automata is really cool, and the story that connects Drakengard to Nier Automata is really cool. Like, there's really cool lore, but Nier Automata on its own, I just could not get into.
Adam, are you listening to me?
Oh, sorry. I got a message from Zion.
Is everything all right?
Something serious seems to have happened. I have to return to Zion.
What? But we've come this far. Okay, I'll go on alone. If I were to go back to Zion now, there's no way to know how things will change.
Eve.
Drop me off, then head back to Zion. It's fine. I can do this alone.
Wait. I think I have a really great idea. You could leave the drone operation to me. Adam can take the hoverbike back to Zion while I operate. A perfect plan, right?
Lily, not just anyone is able to operate drones. You need a wide field of view, the ability to make smart decisions fast,
And the stabilizer, scanner, and link sensors do all the work for you.
How did you...
I figured it all out while modifying the railgun. Went for some test drives too.
It still doesn't compare to the knowledge you gain from real experience. Do you agree with Lily's idea, Eve?
Adam, you can trust us. Go.
Okay. Fine. You win. Don't overdo anything while I'm gone. I'm looking at you, Lily.
Okay, I've been sitting here thinking how to phrase this, but that whole cutscene just there about going on about how I'll fly the drone, you go back to Zion, da 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 da. That's kind of what I was talking about pacing and everything. It just
How is it?
I can hear you clearly.
it feels like we're expositing, like something's gonna happen. Like, come on, let's get there, let's say something, and then the scene ends. And it's like, well, what the fuck was the point of that? Hiccup, jeez. I mean, it feels like a whole 3 to 5 minute scene where it's like we don't really cover anything. That is cool looking. It looks like something out of Devil May Cry.
Until recently, it's still transferring power from fusion cells, dumping empty boxes out into space. There are signs of life around you. Be careful.
A machine-type Naytiba.
Oh, this black. I also don't.
Seems like there are more parasitic machine types than animal types here.
I've always thought about the machine, like the robots that we've been fighting is just robots, but apparently they've been Naytibas all along. I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know. I just I think they would have made sense as just like security programs that have gone rogue or something like that, instead of no, they're actually
Let's
Naytibas
go against the direction of the flow.
like everything else. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't like that organic mixed with machine very much. I say that, yet I'm a fan of when they do it in Warhammer, but it works, I think, better within the world of Warhammer.
Oh, there's a dam in the way.
It's all right. Let's scan it first.
Able to find my way through there.
I bet the Naytiba from earlier is responsible for this. stream of water.
I was like, maybe I can, like, I always get that feeling in games. It's like, okay, I can jump off this high spot, double jump right before I land. I'll be safe. Yeah, that's how that works. No, not in this game. It doesn't work that way. You still take the fall damage. I don't think you should, because of the way the momentum works when you double jump. But whatever. I don't make the rules, but I do forget them. Throughout this whole time, I'm just like really trying to just sneak up on these bastards. Okay, yeah, it's saying close the thing to enter the dam. Okay, but there's this yellow thing that says I should be able to interact with it. How does this work? So I sit here and just try and play with that for about 20 minutes. Yeah, this hole was not my smartest moment because I'm sitting because it's telling me like you gotta close the dam. I'm like, okay, do I shoot something? Like, how the fuck do I close this thing? Because I cannot figure this out. I'm like, okay, I must be missing something, and I am. It's when you see the answer, it's actually pretty easy.
Lily, have you received any communications from Adam? Lily? Lily?
Oh, did you call? Sorry about that.
Was there some kind of problem?
Did you call? I wasn't paying attention.
No, I was just looking at the legacy that I backed up.
Is it bothering you or something?
I'm trying to verify that the information in here isn't fabricated.
That's good, but be sure to focus on our current task.
Yep, leave it to me. We've arrived. Let's close the floodgate.
Yeah, you need to come here, close the floodgate, and then you can shimmy across that thing. Yeah, there you go.
It's working well.
Okay, and right here, I thought I entered the right code. I did not.
It's done.
It's a good place to hide.
So at this point, I'm just like, okay, well, where am I supposed to go now? Because like I keep seeing that box in person down there, so I keep thinking I have to go in through that wall or through that that door down there, but that is not the answer. Really, the easy answer is just, it's here, it's through this door. And I just totally missed the ladder. And grab that.
Now, I don't feel like praying.
I found a way out. Let's go back the way we came. This way.
There's so many like little offshoots here that I keep missing.
This isn't a problem, right?
Of course not.
Slowly, slowly. Oh, hey, be careful.
No, look, I can do this platforming. Wait till later when we start doing platforming that I can't do. So at this point, I was like, so do I wall run or what's the? Yeah, we wall run. I was looking at it going like, so what's the answer here?
That's a high-performance body. Jealous?
It's a cute little idol costume. Not my favorite.
Mother Sphere had to have known, right?
Probably.
But still.
You want to know why she hid the truth from us? Is that it?
Never in my life have I doubted Mother Sphere before. Cross my heart. I guess I'm just a little confused.
I understand. I feel the same way. However, without more information, there's no way to know. Lily, let's just do what we need to right now.
Yes, I'll keep that in mind. Hacking successful. Press the switch. Oh, the hypertube is closed. That's the only route connected to the space center.
Can you find a way to open it?
See, I felt fancy here because I'm like, ooh, hey, I'm gonna cut this corner. I think you're actually kind of supposed to, but I was like, ooh, I'm slick. Yeah, I'm cutting corners. But yeah, like I think I could have bounced on some of those pipes and moved around that corner. Or that next corner to get to whatever objective. We're trying to turn on these like generators or something to open a door. I will say these robots are really cool looking. Yeah, I was like trying to do the aerial execute on those guys. Yeah, I don't think I was in range the entire time. Bit of a waste of energy there to do that rush attack.
That's the Hypertube's power link device. If you turn on all the link devices here, you can get the power running back to the Hypertube.
Got it. Leave it to me.
Over here! Over here! If we want to activate the Hypertube, we need to connect the power.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're running around this room and trying to turn on generators. Feels like busy work. Just saying. I cannot see an elevator, like kind of like diagonal elevator, without thinking Resident Evil, the RE2 remake. I always forget how to dodge those purple ones. I think the blue ones you dodge forward, the purple ones you dodge back, and when you dodge back, you open up a weak point to shoot with the drone. I think that's how that works.
This place is crawling with Naytibas. Be careful.
Yeah, man, my dodging on those is really off in this section. Kind of weird seeing robots with blood. That reminded me of something. I cannot name what robot that reminds me of. Part of me wants to say it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Let's play Master Duel earlier, so I don't know. Maybe that's why Yu-Gi-Oh's in my head. But that little floating guy looked like something. I just can't place it. God, I just reached over on my desk. That's gross. I feel like this, like, solid layer of dust all over stuff. I really gotta clean this office. Thought about, oh my god, what did I just think about? I thought about, resting at the... At the spot before we, What the hell am I doing here? Oh! Now I see it. Okay. Right. There's one more generator that I had trouble kind of figuring out how to get to, and it was really easy. I thought I got all of them by now. There it is. The button was evading me.
Great! The hypertube is connected to the power. Let's make our way over to the hypertube now. Wow, it's opening! It's windy! no end in sight. Will we be okay?
It was sealed off, so it'll probably be safer than other routes.
What's up? Is something wrong?
No.
It's watching us. Again, I wish there were more sections like this, because this is actually kind of fun. I'm really bad at it, but it's pretty fun. Plus, I really like the music. Oh, she does a kickflip. Thought I dodged that one. I call bullshit. Oh, that... Okay. Yeah, that one. I got hit on that one. Sometimes getting, like, the precise, like... You know, getting the precise spot, but is a little bit of a challenge.
That was close. Lily, you're behind me, right?
Can we please slow down? What is that? Watch out!
And this is cool. This is just really cool. All right, let's do a boss fight when I only have one use of my tumbler. Look at me dodge. Dude, I think this Naytiba is probably the coolest one that we have fought. Like, just the double swords, and just, I really love its look. It's fine. We got this. We got this. You see in the video time. You know what's coming. We got this. God damn, this music is fun. What would you call this? It's not J-pop. But I wouldn't call it full-on J-rock either. I don't know. I like it. If anybody can tell me, like, what the band is, I much appreciated. You can see me just kind of, like, spamming my guard, trying to anticipate the attack. Eve, take the weapon. He dropped a chain sword. That's some 40k weaponry right there.
It ran away. I think
No
we should
shit.
for a bit.
Alright guys, we're going to rest at this next camp here and call this video. Thank you so much for watching as always. Find me over on social media. All that stuff linked down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, I'm out.
It's a supply camp.
It just seemed different than the ones fused with machines.
Was it?
I felt emotions, strong ones, maybe more than I've ever felt.
Emotions.
The emotions, they weren't ordinary. Hatred. It'll come back again.
Even though we severed one of its arms.
Yes, its emotions won't be snuffed out just because of that.